Today, we're unpacking a really fascinating argument from a creator who's completely flipping the script on traditional wealth building. They're advocating for entirely abandoning physical traditional real estate in favor of building a highly leveraged business using what they call digital real estate. So we're going to map out the exact mechanics they use to make this massive pivot. All right, let's just jump right in. The source kicks things off with a massive eye-catching claim. They generated over $900,000 in just 18 months after walking away from traditional property investments. Now, for anyone interested in high-leverage business models, a number like that definitely demands our attention, right? It really begs the question, what exactly are they doing differently? To really set the stage here, get a load of this quote. The source bluntly rejects the long-held idea that physical real estate is the ultimate passive income vehicle. I mean, they literally call the idea that real estate is the guaranteed path to wealth a myth and a lie that they originally bought into. They're challenging a core assumption about wealth right out of the gate. So here's how we're going to break this all down today. First, the physical real estate myth. Second, defining digital real estate. Third, the compounding power of YouTube. Fourth, organic reach versus paid ads. And finally, becoming a contentpreneur. All right, part one, the physical real estate myth. So the explainer starts off with the creator's really frustrating early experiences. Back in April 2016, they quit their job to try out real estate wholesaling. And wow, it took 6 grueling months of sending out expensive physical direct mail every single day just to land one single $16,500 check. Once you factor in all those marketing costs, you're barely looking at survival money. And this right here gets to the absolute core of the problem. A successful physical rental property might yield what? $500 a month in positive cash flow, but then a single AC unit breaks in the middle of July and boom, your entire year's profit is wiped out in an afternoon. Contrast that with their digital real estate model. Absolutely no debt, no tenants calling you to fix toilets, and massive profit margins. Which brings us to part two, defining digital real estate. Okay, so if buying physical doors isn't the magic bullet for sustainable leverage, what is? Well, true digital real estate isn't just throwing up a random social media post. It's using your intellectual property to close a gap for a specific audience. You find a painful problem in the market, and you bundle the solution into a digital vehicle like an ebook, a course, or even an AI agent. You're creating an asset that literally works for you. And the source validates this whole model with a staggering early win. They reveal that their very first digital product, which was literally just a simple ebook, generated over $19,000 in its first month. Talk about a light bulb moment. It completely proved that monetizing intellectual property directly on the internet provided the massive leverage they've been chasing in physical real estate. Moving right along to part three, the compounding power of YouTube. You know, having a great product is only half the battle. You still need distribution. And the source treats YouTube completely differently than how most people treat social media. They view it as an evergreen compounding asset. Instead of posting disposable content that just vanishes from a feed in 24 hours, they treat every single uploaded video as a new piece of prime real estate. A video made 2 years ago is still out there, finding the right leads and driving sales today. Here's the really crucial takeaway. A relatively small YouTube channel can generate, say, $4,000 a month just in AdSense revenue. Think back to the earlier point. To get $4,000 a month in clear cash flow from physical properties, you'd need dozens of doors, plus all the headaches of tenants, insurance, and taxes. In this model, the AdSense acts like rental cash flow, and the videos act as a free lead generation machine for your digital products. It's brilliant. Let's hit part four, organic reach versus paid ads. So how does this organic compounding magic actually stack up against paid ads? Well, if you've ever tried running Facebook ads, you know the pain. The source talks about their exhausting history of spending over $100,000 a month on ads, which requires endless expensive A/B testing of 20-plus creatives a week just to fight ad fatigue. Meanwhile, YouTube Organic delivered 17.8 thousand hours of highly targeted watch time in just 28 days without spending a single dime. To really wrap our heads around the financial value of this organic reach, we got to talk about a marketing term the source uses, CPM, or cost per mille. Simply put, it's just the price an advertiser pays for 1,000 impressions or eyeballs on their content. The source points out that when they were heavily running Facebook ads, their CPM was costing them around $25 to $30. Okay, let's crunch some numbers because this is where the leverage gets absolutely insane. Step 1, the source's YouTube channel generated 1.8 million organic impressions in 28 days. Step 2, you divide that by 1,000, giving you 1,800 CPM units. Step 3, multiply those 1,800 units by the $30 it would have cost to buy them via ads. The grand total, that is $54,000 worth of free advertising attention. When you look at it like this, the ROI of the digital real estate model is just off the charts. In a single 28-day window, the source made $2,400 in direct AdSense revenue. Plus, they basically saved $54,000 in ad spend. They are literally being paid by the platform to build an audience for their own products. You're turning zero ad spend into tens of thousands of dollars in quantifiable leverage. And that leads us to our final section, Part 5, Becoming a Contentpreneur. This is where the real mindset shift has to happen to pull this off. The source draws a very sharp line here. A standard content creator just throws videos at the wall hoping for viral luck, completely relying on the whims of AdSense and brand deals. But a contentpreneur, they strategically build a micro niche around a painful problem. They aren't trying to entertain millions. They're building own digital assets to support the exact lifestyle they want. Now you might be thinking, but I need a huge audience to make real money. Well, no way. The source shares an incredible anecdote about a community member who made a $10,000 sale in the AI space. The kicker here, that creator didn't have a single video with more than 30 views yet. The buyer didn't care about the view count. They care that the creator had the specific intellectual property to solve their exact problem. So here's the ultimate playbook. We are living in a trust economy. By building a micro niche channel, you're creating a space where people come to know, like, and trust you. Then turn that hyper-targeted attention into digital product sales. And the ultimate goal isn't just stacking cash. It's designing a lifestyle where you can wake up without an alarm clock and do exactly what you want when you want. To wrap up this explainer, we're left with a really provocative question about where we invest our time and energy in today's economy. Are you just chasing disposable views that are going to vanish tomorrow? Or are you strategically building a portfolio of evergreen digital real estate that will compound for years to come? It's a massive shift in how we think about leverage. Thanks for hanging out with me to map this all out, and I hope it helps you rethink your own digital assets.